Folks, welcome back to Celtic Fans TV. It's starting 11 prediction time once again. This time for tomorrow's trip to Tynecastle to face Hearts. We come into this one off the back of Wednesday's 4-0 victory at Fir Park against Motherwell in the Premier Sports Cup. Passage secured to the semi-final where we'll face Kilmarnock. I think that game's been confirmed as the 5:30 Saturday kick-off, so that'll be brilliant, something to look forward to in the new year. But on Wednesday night, I think we looked really, really good. I think we looked back to our normal selves. I think that little blip in performances we had maybe 3 to 4 weeks ago is gone with a victory over Hibs and then following it up with another good performance at Fir Park. I thought we looked really good all over the pitch. The intensity's back, the sort of patterns of movement are really slick again. We created so many chances, we could have scored much more than the 4 goals we did get. We missed some really good chances, particularly in that first half. But I thought the movement across the pitch, some individual performances, really, really high level as well. So we look back to where we need to be. And Hearts come into this game, 1 win in their last 5. They're not in great form. They've got some injury problems. I don't think they've got any recognised fit central defenders. And I think they're really struggling this season to adapt to the Thursday-Sunday schedule they've had from being in the Europa Conference League. So maybe not as strong as Hearts have been in recent seasons, but it's always difficult for us going to Tynecastle. Hearts treat it as one of the biggest games of the season, and we know they'll try and make it difficult for us. They'll be physical, they'll try and get at us early, try and get their home crowd behind them. But again, I think we need to be aware that on any given day, if we don't turn up as we've seen at St Mirren, we can get beat. I think the players need to apply themselves. We've seen those clips this week from the We Never Stop DVD documentary that Celtic have brought out. We've seen the clips of Ange hammering home to the players the message about the intensity, about the principles that never change, and if the team bring that intensity and play to the level they have done in the past 2 games, I'm confident we can get the victory we need tomorrow. In terms of the team, we'll start in goals as we always do. I did get that one right during the week. Ben Siegrist did come in. I thought he did well. Muller didn't create too much. He'd one good save in the first couple of minutes of the second half. I think on the ball he looked okay. He's probably a goalkeeper who hasn't had to play with the ball at his feet for most of his career. Certainly not in the style this Celtic team plays in. And I think he adapted decent enough to that, and I think it was a decent showing from him all round. But Joe Hart will come back in tomorrow as the number 1. I thought Ralston would start at right back. During the week he didn't. Juranovic played. I'm going to go with Juranovic again in this game. Maybe seemed like a game that would suit Ralston on Wednesday, but he went with Juranovic. Wouldn't surprise you to see Ralston come in tomorrow, given the sort of physical side of the game at Tynecastle, because we know he can handle that. But Juranovic, I expect, will start. The centre-half pairing will be Carter-Vickers and Jens. Carter-Vickers is so important to this Celtic team. I said it during the week, even though there wasn't as many changes as I thought there would be to the team. We started with a really strong 11 on Wednesday. Carter-Vickers is the first name in the team sheet, particularly with McGregor out, because he is a leader and he breeds confidence throughout the whole side. I think you've seen that again on Wednesday night. He's so important for us. At left-back, Greg Taylor, who was excellent again the other night, integral in the build-up to that first goal. A lovely wee 1-2 by Haksabanovic. But he's got the composure to lift his head and square it for Abada, who's timed his run perfectly to give us a lead. And you didn't want the game to get to half-time 0-0 and to go much longer, locked at 0-0, because we created so many chances, and you didn't want to be one of those games where we pass up chances and it gets to 60, 70 minutes still at 0-0 and Motherwell have found oxygen in the game and they go for there and try and have a go at us. It was really important to score before half time, and Taylor's part in the build up was absolutely brilliant. So I think that'll be the back 4. I think the midfield will look like this. I think Matt O'Reilly will play in the deep position. He did play on Wednesday. I thought he might get a rest, but he didn't. That was one of the areas of the team that stayed pretty strong. I think Aaron Moy might keep his place to play his 3rd game in the space of 7 or 8 days. Really good again the other night. You can tell he plays the game in his head. Doesn't look like he's ever really sprinting reads the game so well. His range of passing is very good. I think he might keep his place. And I think Rio Hatate, who was the man of the match for me the other night, will play alongside him. I think the ceiling for Hatate is so high. He's only been a professional for 2 or 3 years. The technical ability he's got is frightening at times. He seems to have one pass a game. I keep saying this, one pass a game where you're like shocked at how good it is. And obviously on Wednesday he had that goal where the footwork, he makes Liam Kelly look silly because the goalkeeper's right on top of him. He's out at his feet and he just rolls it to the side, passes it into the empty net. Brilliant intuition, brilliant bit of skill. And as I say, what a footballer. If he keeps going the way he's going, developing, he can get so much better. And as I say, the ceiling's so high for him. What a player. The front three, Liel Abada started on the right hand side. I think over the course of the game, you could see the rough areas stand out, particularly in wide positions. In that early period of the game, we had a few attacks when Motherwell were coming to presses, and they did have 1 or 2 early chances, but we were getting out in the counter attack, and it seemed to break down every time it got to Abada. But when you look at his performance in terms of getting in the box, timing runs, scoring goals, his ability is absolutely uncanny. That the timing of that run for the first goal, you can just see him come alive as Taylor rolls the first pass into Haksabanovic. He recognises the pattern, he knows what's going to happen, and he bursts into that 6-yard box, times his run to perfection, and he's there to knock it in. He's done that so many times. Similar with the second goal as well, gets himself in the right position, in between the posts, maybe 12, 15 yards out this time, but he's there for when Kelly parries Jananovic's shot for distance, and he smashes it in. What a knack he's got for scoring goals, and his positioning in the box and the timing of his runs is absolutely brilliant. He's, again, similar to Hatate, in the early stages of his career, plenty of development to do. He can really brush up on his dribbling, on his crossing ability at times, on his decision making, with passing in the final third. But my God, he's a goal scorer and he's in the right position very, very often. So I think he will play on the right hand side tomorrow. I think after 2 goals, you can't take him out of the team. I think on the left hand side, Haksabanovic will start. He played on Wednesday, came off late in the game. I think Maeda came on. Maeda, brilliant in the lead up to the 4th goal. The hallmarks that you associate Maeda going to press, the defender winning it back, sliding in a bad that comes off the post, Kyogo knocks it in. But I think Haksabanovic will start tomorrow. He's been really good. I think he looks quite similar to Jota in many ways. I know we're missing Jota just now, but I think Haksabanovic will get the nod in that position. Now, through the middle, I thought Kyogo was really, really good during the week, and I know that people think I'm biased when it comes to Kyogo. He did miss a few glorious chances, but he put one away. I think that will help his confidence. The thing that really stands out is that his movement and getting in the right position, similar to Abada. He's not been finishing them recently, we know that. He has been missing big chances, but I think his all-round game was very, very good during the week. And as I say, I hope that goal will do him, do his confidence a world of good, and he can kick on. But I feel like this is a game for Giakoumakis. Given the physical threat Hearts are likely to try and throw at us, and in terms of a bit of rotation from Wednesday night, I think Giakoumakis will be desperate to start the game. He performed well at Tynecastle last season. I still think it's a toss of a coin, and we could see Kyogo start, and maybe he could have a field day against Hearts if their defence is depleted and in bad form, and they come and try and have a go at us, which you might not expect given their low in confidence. But that's maybe the kind of day where if we create lots of chances, Kyogo could fill his boots. But I think Giakoumakis might just get the nod. It's really hard to gauge where Ange will make the changes, because he does like to make 2 or 3 game to game, particularly when the fixtures are so congested like this. But I think that's 11 he'll go with tomorrow. It's a massive game for us, as it always is, going to Tynecastle. But again, early kick-off, chance to go back to 5 points clear, put the pressure on Rangers, who aren't playing very well at the minute with their game at 3 o'clock. And as I say, if we can keep that form up that we've shown in the last 2 games, play at that intensity, that is the hallmark of Ange Postecoglou's Celtic, I think we can get the victory that we need. Like this video, comment with your own thoughts below. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. We're over 36 and a half now, so the quicker we can go towards 37 and on to 40, the better. Subscribe so you don't miss any videos. We'll be back tomorrow with live full-time reaction after the game. So join us for that, and wherever you're watching it around the world, enjoy it. Cheers.